It is often said that you want to absorb protein right after your strength training. Can you say the same thing about calcium? Is it better to absorb calcium right after your exercise for your bone? Should you eat breakfast after morning workouts? My 21% bone mass increase at 62. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai diet and Ikigai biohacking. In the last video, I shared with you that at age 62, I increased 21% in bone mass compared to last year at age 61. And I took this test called quantitative ultrasound of bone. And the result was this, especially compared to young adult mean was significant. And this is the most critical information when it comes to the bone mass increase. So it means compared to the average peak bone mass of a young adult. So last year at age 61, it was already pretty good. So the 100% is the average for the young adult men. But in my case, it was even above the average, 102. And then this year, it increased to 123%, which is 21% increase. For details, please watch the video. The actual title is 21 Stronger Bones in a Year at 62. Yes, it's possible. No calcium supplements needed. I did it basically through diet and exercise. However, there was one thing that I didn't talk about in the last video, which I think may have contributed to this increase, but I'm still not sure because I have only been doing it for the last 3 months, not for the entire year. And that is to have breakfast. Yes, I have been having breakfast for the last 3 months. Before that, I practiced intermittent fasting, therefore I skipped breakfast. Now, I started having breakfast because I wanted to increase protein intake for the summer season, for the warm season, spring, summer, and autumn, because I am more active in summer. You know, I exercise more, I do gardening, and I move more in general. Plus, seasonally too. Talking about the circadian rhythm, it is more natural to fast more in wintertime and fast less in summertime. And it is more natural to exercise more in summer, exercise less in winter. And it is more natural to increase your protein intake in summer and less in winter. So based on this seasonal change, I started applying this new regimen. That is to have 3 meals a day during the warm seasons. So for details, please watch my other video. It's called 2 Reasons Why I Stopped Intermittent Fasting on Spring Equinox. So it means I have something to eat right after exercise. Before, I ate something right after my strength training because I did my strength training right before lunch. But for the cardio, I did it in the morning and I did not eat until lunch, which meant there were a few hours in between. But now I have breakfast right after my cardio morning exercise. Now, it is often said that you want to absorb protein right after your strength training. Can you say the same thing about calcium? Is it better to absorb calcium right after your exercise for your bone? That's something I don't know. However, protein intake right after your exercise may contribute to your bone health. And this is why. There is some evidence to suggest that consuming protein shortly after exercise can enhance muscle protein synthesis and recovery, While research specifically on bone health is limited, it's plausible that protein intake post-exercise could also support bone repair and remodeling due to its role in collagen synthesis and IGF-1 response. The timing of calcium intake is less well defined in the context of exercise. Some studies suggest that consuming calcium alongside protein may improve absorption and utilization for bone health. However, more research is needed to confirm this. So we are still not sure, but it kind of makes sense. I think for any kind of nutrient, whether it is a protein or calcium, it should benefit right after your exercise because you use your energy, you wear out many of your physical functions, your muscles, you use your bones, muscles, and calories and everything. So absorbing nutrient right after exercise makes sense. I think it should be good. Then the question is what I have for breakfast. What kind of nutrients I am absorbing after my cardio exercise, which means jogging, which is good for my bones too. I have natto salad and yogurt muesli. Natto salad is something I have had for a long time for lunch. But yogurt muesli is something new. Since I started having breakfast, I've been having yogurt muesli for breakfast. This is because it is for my son. I designed this muesli for my son because my son is growing now. It is very important to think of nutrition for his growth. But this yogurt muesli seems to be helping me too. Okay, let's break them down. For natto salad, it has natto and hijiki, that's a seaweed, and with other vegetables too. But natto contains vitamin K2 and hijiki contains magnesium. Both are good for the bone. And then, of course, natto contains protein. How about this yogurt muesli? It has yogurt, which is a homemade yogurt. I use organic milk to make this yogurt. Therefore, there is no sugar or no additive, anything. And then I put some oats and I put some mixed nuts and sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds as well. And some berries, strawberries, blueberries, and some dried fruits such as dried cranberry, raisins. Okay, so yogurt contain calcium and protein, and others contain other vitamins and minerals, which also support the bones too. But with this, calcium, vitamin K2, magnesium, and vitamin D from sunlight, from the morning sunlight exposure, it should be helping my bones a lot. On top of that, this breakfast is good for your gut health. It is good for butyrate-producing bacteria that I talked about before, this longevity bacteria that is discovered high in the centenarian or the Kyotango region in Japan, where they have 3 times as many centenarians as the national average. That is fermentable fiber in oats, which can be good feed for butyrate-producing bacteria. And you know what? You also need vitamin B1 for butyrate-producing bacteria, and natto contains vitamin B1. So it's packed with fermentable fiber, vitamin B1, and of course, nuts and seeds, berries, they're all fiber too. On top of this, natto salad contains natto bacteria, yogurt contains bifidobacteria, lactic acid bacteria. They all support butyrate-producing bacteria to produce butyrate. Therefore, it is a perfect breakfast. It's good for the muscle health, good for the bone health, and good for the gut health. Okay, so whether to have breakfast right after your morning workout is good is still something I don't know. Maybe just to do with what you have. If you have the same kind of food for lunch and dinner, maybe it is okay. I don't know. But so far, having breakfast seemed to be working for me just for 3 months. So the other thing is, I've been only doing for 3 months. So I have to see to continue doing for a year or something to see the effect. But so far, it seemed to be working well. But anyway, I think it's a good idea to have all those nutrients right after your exercise. Anyway, I am doing it just for the warm season, and in autumn equinox, I might change my regimen. I might get back to my old Hare and K intermittent fasting. Also, I am doing 14-hour fast with this regimen too. So I eat between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. So every day I practice 14-hour fast, not 17-hour fast like I did before, but still 14 hours fast. Plus, once a week, I practice prolonged fasting. Now I do 24-hour fast, but before I did 36 hours fast. During the spring season, I did a 36 hours fast once a week. Now, because it's summer, I do 24-hour fast once a week. So still, I am practicing intermittent fasting, but it's not as much as during the winter time. So in many ways, this could be a sweet spot. You practice intermittent fasting, but you absorb enough nutrient at the same time. You may want to check out this other video. It's called 14-hour fasting with breakfast versus 16 hours without breakfast, my experience. And for the connection between Natto exercise and your bone health, please watch this video. The title is Natto and Exercise, a powerful combo for strong bones. And the health benefits of natto, because natto has so many health benefits. It's good for the heart, it's good for the brain, it's good for the muscles, good for the bone, and good for the gut. Please read Natto Unleashed, and the book contains many other useful information about natto, such as recipes, where to buy natto, DIY natto, navigating natto's taste, and natto hacking. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Biohacking. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and please subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Do you have breakfast right after your morning workout? Thank you. Well, I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!